So, J.J. Abrams thinks that The Rise of Skywalker feels like the end of the Star Wars saga. Got an article on it, want to read that, give you guys my thoughts. Let's get into it. So this article's from Cinema Blend, and they have a terrible pop-up problem. J.J. Abrams reveals why The Rise of Skywalker really feels like the end of Star Wars. Well, okay, let's see about that. Less than a month from now, on December 20th, the 4-decade Skywalker saga will officially come to a close with Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. We know this is the end of the story that began in 77 with Star Wars A New Hope. But why is it the end? When asked this question, director J.J. Abrams revealed why The Rise of Skywalker really felt like the end of the Star Wars and the right time to close this chapter. He said, I felt like going into this, even on episode 7, I don't remember if this was discussed or not, but it felt like this was the final trilogy. It felt like it earned being the conclusion of that story. Who's to say what comes next? Is there something else to be done that involves any of these characters? I'm working on nothing Star Wars related, so I'm not hinting at anything. I'm just saying who's to know, but it just felt like the end. Well, obviously I can't comment on The Rise of Skywalker because I haven't seen it yet, but The Force Awakens felt like a completely new beginning. It felt like they were completely starting again, getting rid of the old characters, and putting in Rey, Poe, Finn, and Kylo, Holdo, Rose, and it seems like there's no way to end it correctly because they've restarted something too heavily. They didn't get into Luke enough, Han enough, Leia enough, even Chewie, 3PO, the minor characters enough. Well, you know what I mean, like the more mid-level characters, can't call them minor. You get the drift, is that it feels like they restarted it. It doesn't feel like it came to an end, or coming to an end. It feels like there's no way to end it. Let's see what else he says. So when J.J. Abrams was working on The Force Awakens, he saw it as the beginning of the end. Now working on The Rise of Skywalker, he has reached that end that he felt Star Wars was heading towards. So this paragraph right here pretty much repeats again what was said above. So they say that he told something to Rolling Stone, I suppose, which is the same thing he said 3 times already. They also say the same thing again here about how he doesn't know what will come up next. I guess they were referring to his quote up here. Then he goes on to be quoted, it's an ending, it's not a beginning. It's the end of not just 1 trilogy, but 3. It's a far larger movie in terms of scale. Narratively, there's much more going on. Everywhere I look, visual effects, more moving pieces. It's the most challenging thing I've ever been involved in, by a lot. It's been breakneck from the time that Kathy called me and trying to figure out what and the why and the how has been challenging. But you don't want to go thinking, I got this, because then you're screwed. I think I've heard that someplace before. I think he said that before. So they go on to say here how, as we know, JJ is not great at ending things. He's good at starting things. So here he talks about how he wants it to be a cohesive ending. He says, again, it's not just the ending to a trilogy that he started in 2015, but an ending to the saga. We know, that's what you think. This is a repeat of his quote up there. And he keeps saying again and again it's the most challenging thing he has ever done. So I gotta say, from reading that article, I'm pretty disappointed. He didn't actually say why he thought it was an end. He just kept saying it is an end, it is an end, it is an end, going in circles. One of the things I read, I think they took from his quote before, a little bit of a repeat, apologies for that. But the point is, he went in circles quite a few times. The article went in circles quite a few times. So, Cinema Blend, I'm not sure JJ actually has a definitive ending for this movie. I think he did the best he could with what he had to work with, and I also think he's probably going to try to please both ends of the fandom, people who like The Last Jedi and people who dislike The Last Jedi. And I guess the people somewhere in the middle, and I haven't met too many of them, will like it for the most part. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think about that down below. Let's do a shout out. Shout out to Dead Rebel Storage. Thank you for the support. Stopping by my lives. Appreciate it. Doing shout outs, special thanks, things like that. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, smash it, press it, whatever you gotta do, get subscribed, and I will see you next time.
If you are not subscribed to this channel, The Entertainment Hacker, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button now.